This video will contain small spoilers for Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 3 Part 2. Hello, my name's Caden, or Ninjago and more, and today I'm in the process of reorganising and dusting all of my Ninjago minifigs, and I have all of the ninja separated into these Ziploc bags, as well as all my Master Wu figs, and I just thought it would be cool to go through them before I put them all back on the display here. You can see it's looking very empty, lots of gaps. Those gaps are where I've removed ninja suits, but the display, I'm not going to get a close-up look at it because it is very dusty. I need to take all of the minifigs off. So if you like what you see here today and you want to see it for all of the villains and side characters, then let me know in the comments, and that is something I can definitely do. So for the original 5 ninja, they each have about 50 minifigs per bag. But for Nia, because she became a ninja so much later and she doesn't really get many gimmicks, I think there's only about 30-something Nia figs. And then Wu, I think, only has about, 25 maybe. I will pull them all out and we can get a closer look at each of them. And I guess let's start with Kai. So this isn't including my movie figs, and also I don't have all of the new June 1st figs, because the sets this wave were quite expensive, but here we go. Like I said, there's about 50 Kai minifigs here. Every single Kai figure ever should be here. I do have the new Kai somewhere amongst the pile of minifigs. You may be able to see him. You might not, I don't know. There are also a ton of customs here. We have Pajama Kai, Legacy Blacksmith Kai, and then OG Blacksmith Kai. Those are like AliExpress customs, but there are also purist customs, such as Astronaut Kai. We have Wolf Mask Disguise Kai, the actual Blacksmith Kai from Market. So here's the new Kai. So yeah, I do have some June 1st figs, non-canon stuff. Again, another purist custom. Future Reflection Kai, who's pretty cool. We got T-Shop Kai. We have season 2 shirtless Kai, and then season 11 shirtless Kai, because over the course of all the seasons he does lose his abs apparently. If you watch season 11, which is kind of weird. But yeah, we just have a ton of Kais. We got even the terrible variants there. We got Prisoner Kai. But yeah, here are about 50 Kai minifigs. I do also think it might be worth mentioning now before we get into the rest of them. Kai is the ninja. Basically, whenever they make a gimmick, they always give Kai a gimmick. You may have noticed that, you may not have. You know, the Spinjitzu training suits, the Rising Dragon figures, NRG, Air Jitsu, Dragon Masters, all of those kind of gimmicks. Every single time we've got these kind of gimmicks, Spinjitzu Burst, every single time Kai has got one. Avatar, he was one of the 3 ninja who got an arcade pod. However, I don't think any other ninja has had the same level of treatment. So because Kai gets so many of the exclusive variants, whenever I make a custom, say for example, the Fugitive Ninja, the crystallized suits are the Fugitive ones. These are like the Undercover Ninja. Whenever I make a suit like this that can apply to all of the characters, like I have the Young Ninja from Season 2, or the T-Shop Ninja like this. Not all the ninja may have a T-Shop version, or not all of them may have an Astronaut version. So if I only have the parts to make one custom, it will always go to Kai. Just because Kai has so many of these exclusive variants, I thought it may as well, it'd probably be worth giving these variants to Kai as well, just so the Kai collection can kind of feel the most complete. And here we also have a micro Kai from the board games. But yeah, there is Kai. Let's take a look at J next. Okay, next up, let's take a look at the J collection. There we go. So let's first move the Dragon Form J out of the way, just because it is so big. These are a bit of a pain to display, and instead of putting them with the crystallized figs, I have to put them in this case, which is basically reserved for any figures who don't really fit with the standard minifig sizing. But if I just zoom back out here, there we go. Yeah, Dragon Form J, pretty cool. And just, yeah, there's just a ton of stuff in here. Avatar J, oh, not Avatar J, Merchant J. I got him the other day because he was only like £1.50 from a Bricklink seller I was already buying for. I don't know whether to include him in here or not, because I try not to include parts and minifigs that just contain random, like, mishmash parts. So if you think I should include him in here, let me know. I don't know if I will. We have a really cool Tournament of Sources J custom there. I got it from some really random website. You had to download like 3 apps, and I thought I was getting scammed, but no, it turned out to be fine. Anything else there? We have a Realm of Lee custom J. We've got Epic Battle J, that is, yep. Tournament of Sources J from Little Bear, really cool figure there. This is a purist custom of Jay when he's undercover, and then somewhere in here there is also a custom, like a knockoff custom of him in this suit, so we might come across that later, but I can't see it. I can't see it in here. We have Rogue. So since Rogue is the newest J outfit, I guess that means this collection is technically up to date, as up to date as it can be. We've got this here, Prisoner J. Kai didn't get one of these suits, that's why you didn't see that over there. But of course, Kai did get one of these, as did Jay, Lloyd, and Cole. Anything else really cool here? Not that I can really see. Oh, here's the knockoff. So yeah, there is the real version compared to the knockoff. Anything cool? We've got OGJ. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, here we've got Evil J with some powered up hands and also his raised eyebrow face, which I did not know that was coming with the knockoff. But yeah, that's cool. So the figure's real. It's just the face that is a knockoff piece. We've got NRGJ here, who is one of the most valuable Ninjago figs. I got it really cheap, like £13 back in 2020, before the price shot up. JDX, I think, is also worth quite a bit. Future Reflection J, of course, the mascot of my channel. We have Skybound J with the eye patch, very, very cool figure. We have this J, an AliExpress Storm Suit J. This cost me about £2. But yeah, I don't think there's too much more cool stuff. We got Pajama J there, Administration J, Climber J, Micro J there. Yeah, so some pretty cool stuff, don't get me wrong. Like I said, oops, I just threw Mech Pilot J. Yeah, there's about 50 figures in here, and the J suits are probably some of my favourite because I really, really like the shade of blue that they use for him. Next up, we have all of my Cole minifigs. Let's tip them out there. So again, Dragon Form Cole, a very, very big figure. I don't like here the blue Technic pins. I think that does kind of ruin these Dragon Form suits. At least Kai and Cole's, at least Zayn and Jay, the blue kind of matches with them. We have Mech Pilot Cole here, a pretty expensive minifig. I don't have the Spectral suit for Cole, so this collection is technically incomplete. We got Climber Cole here, pretty cool figure. See, we have a knockoff Pajama Cole, we've got a Future Reflection Cole, we have the tiny little Micro Cole there. Anything? Oh, this is a custom kind of powered up Cole from Dragon's Rising. Oh, this is another knockoff, a knockoff Casual Ghost Cole. I think that's pretty cool. We have Cole in his Anaconda disguise there. Yeah, there's not too much cool stuff here. Probably one of the least interesting collections. Cole just gets pretty basic outfits. Tournament of Sources Cole is one of my favourite... Well, let me just straighten the mask there. Tournament of Sources Cole is one of my favourite favorite Cole minifigs. Cole RX there, a pretty iconic figure, I think. What's this? Rebooted Cole. Yeah, you know, like I say, nothing too good. Probably one of the worst Ninjago figs here. We have Avatar Cole. But yeah, there's no Cole figures that are too expensive, to be honest. I think this collection is not as interesting as the other Ninja. The Ghost Face for Cole is one that I really like. But yeah, one of the least interesting collections. So now let's take a look at Zayn. Okay, let's take a look at these Zayn figs here, and the bag is closed. Great. Okay, let's try that again. Let's pour out these Zayn figs. There we go. Dragon's Rising Zayn nearly got stuck there. So, yeah, here we've got Dragon Form Zayn. Probably my favourite of the Dragon Form Ninja, just because those Technic pins don't make it look out of place. I mean, so many cool Zayn figs. Where do we begin? I guess Pink Zayn, a figure that fans wanted for so long, than they actually gave us in Gamers Markets, which was so cool. We have Season 11 Zayn, Detective Zayn here with the legs from the CMF. I think it's Series 24, maybe. I've not got a clue. But I mean, yeah, this is so cool. The legs really do add so much to the figure. We have a knockoff Pajama Zayn there from AliExpress. We've got a knockoff Casual Zayn. Most of the knockoffs here, I have got videos on my channel looking at them. So if you are interested, just scroll through or search like Ninjago and more AliExpress figures. And I'm sure I'm sure you will find what you're looking for if you are interested. NRG Zayn, really cool figure. T-Shop Zayn, custom I'm very proud of. Of course, we've got the Ice Emperor version of Zayn here too. I didn't know whether to count this as a Zayn figure or just a villain figure, but no, it is Zayn. It is undeniably Zayn. What else do we have? Oh yeah, so this is my custom tournament legacy tournament Zayn figure, and here is the AliExpress version of it. You can see there it is so cool, and it lines up really well with the actual Legacy 2 tournament suits. I did replace the mask, arms, hands, face and hair with real pieces. The only fake pieces here are the torso and legs, but yeah, I don't really have a need for this this purist custom anymore, but I guess it is still cool to have, but I probably will get rid of it eventually. Digi-Zayn, another Little Bear figure. I do have a video taking a look at this, I think. Or do I? No, yeah, I do. Very cool, though. Would recommend it. Tournament of Sources Zayn. Love this figure. Anything cool here? We have the outfit that Zayn wore to defeat the Overlord. That's quite an iconic suit, I think. The Legacy, not the Legacy, just the Tournament Battle Damage Zayn, released a couple of years after Tournament of Elements, I think. Or it might have been the year after, I can't remember. But yeah, this is, I think, the only Ninjago figure with side head printing. This is probably my top 3 Zayn suits. Absolutely love this suit. We have Golden Zayn here, who's a pretty cool figure. If I zoom in, will it focus a bit better? Yeah, that's all right. But yeah, I really like this this Zayn suit. I mean, yeah, there's quite a lot of cool Zayn suits. Here's a knockoff Future Reflection Zayn. Anything else? Snake Jaguar there. Anything? Is it Island Zayn? Yeah, Island Zayn with an accurate arm. Here we've got the Legacy. It is Legacy. The 10th anniversary Golden Legacy Zayn. Very, very cool. Probably my favorite 10th anniversary suit, I think. And what you can do is you can swap it out. If you don't like the mask, which I know a lot of people, I think, do have an issue with it, you can put the mask from this figure on it, and it does look a little bit cooler. But yeah, there is my Zayn collection. This one isn't complete because I don't have the Spectral suit for Zayn, but I will probably get that suit for my birthday, if not sooner. Okay, here we go. We've got Lloyd now. There we go. So, what you may have noticed is this little bag. This is, of course, for Lloyd DX. Now, I don't keep him in this bag when I've got him on the cases here, but while I've just got all the Lloyd figures dumped in this bag, I just had to put Lloyd DX in this plastic bag because this figure, so I bought mine for, I bought the figure for £40 and the mask for about £5 or £10, but with shipping and all that, I basically paid £50 for this figure. But now the torso, legs, head, and the mask alone is worth about £50, and then the actual figure goes for about £250. So yeah, £300 for this minifig. I am keeping it safe. So yeah, we've also got this NRG Lloyd, also from Little Bear, super good quality. This Oni Lloyd is real. The mask is just more accurate with the purple eyes. And also the upper torso piece is fake. So the mask and upper torso pieces are both fake. But the legs, the bottom torso, and the helmet are all real. And the face, of course. This helmet, you may notice, is actually more accurate to the show, rather than the golden samurai crystallized helmet that they gave him in the sets. I bought this golden helmet, which you can also probably get from the new golden classic spaceman, and yeah, this does make the figure look a lot better in my opinion. So let's see. Yeah, so this collection is complete. Here we've got the newest Spectral suit Lloyd. What else do we have? We have this Lloyd. What would this be? Anaconda Cultist Disguise Lloyd, isn't it? Yeah. The hair from Avatar Lloyd. Oh, here's Avatar Lloyd. A super ugly figure. We've got Crystallized Lloyd here with the accurate mask. Up here, we've of course got Possessed Lloyd, or Evil Green Ninja, I think he's officially called. Pretty cool figure. Jungle Robe Lloyd, one of my favourite Lloyd figures. We've got a knockoff Casual Lloyd. We've got Day of the Departed Lloyd. Anything cool? This really weird random core Lloyd, which is kind of cool, but I've never really seen anyone talk about it. Here we've got a custom Lloyd of from episode 1 of Crystallized, Climber Lloyd. Oh, here we've got Realm of Lee Lloyd. Again, I do have a tutorial showing how to make all of the Season 3 Part 2 customs on my channel if you're interested. Tournament of Sources Lloyd. I think this may be my #1 Lloyd figure. I just absolutely love the way that figure looks. Hunted Lloyd with the black eyes there. We've got Stormsuit Lloyd, Master Lloyd there with a happier face, and then we've also got Sensei Lloyd. I think it is kind of cool, or Future Reflection Lloyd, sorry. So yeah, it is kind of cool to see those next to each other. We've got both versions of Young Lloyd, the OG version and the Legacy version. And yeah, I think that's about it for interesting stuff here. So like I say, every single Lloyd figure is... Oh, Air Jitsu Lloyd as well. His value has shot up recently. But yeah, I do have every Lloyd figure here and a ton of customs. But I think most of the interesting stuff has been spoke about. There is this, the original Lloyd ZX, a very iconic Ninjago figure. But yeah, there are all of my Lloyd figures, this being the prized possession of my collection. But now we're going to take a look at Nia. And don't click off, because of course Nia is probably the least popular ninja, at least according to LEGO. But there is at least one, no, there's two actually. There's two really cool Nia figs, which we'll take a look at now. I think I worded that really badly. I don't mean there are two cool, like only two cool Nia figures. I mean there are at least two really cool knockoff Nia figs that you might not expect to see here. But yeah, Nia does have a ton of cool minifigs. Here is one of the knockoff figures that I think is really cool. This is of course Kimono Nia from March of the Oni. We also here have NRG Nia. This is so cool. I made a video about this figure really recently, and the video actually did quite well, so thank you for that. But yeah, you can get this figure from AliExpress, and please don't comment asking for a link or asking me to send you the link. Links on AliExpress, in my experience, only work if you're in the same country. Just go on AliExpress, search Ninjago minifigures, and just have a bit of a scroll, and you will find everything you're looking for. If I leave a link in the description or send you a link, chances are it will not work. So yeah, I just had to get that out of the way, because after my last video, I must have had about 50 messages on different social medias asking for links, and it got a little bit out of hand. But here we've got Tournament Legacy Nia. Don't like the silver colouring. This is also from AliExpress, from the same place I got the Zayn. But yeah, it is still cool to have. We have Nia DX here. One of the lower quality AliExpress figures, but I don't really mind because it looks fine sat on the shelf. What else do we have? Oh, Kabuki Nia. Absolutely love Kabuki Nia. Love the arm print. I think it's really useful for custom Nia suits. Here we've got the actual NRG Nia. And if we compare the two, I mean, just look at that. This is the official LEGO one, and this is what a knockoff company can do. I mean, there's literally no debate about which one looks better. I mean, yeah, come on, LEGO, step up your game. Knockoff companies recently have kind of been putting LEGO to shame. We've got the Realm of Lee Nia, pretty cool. Mrs. McCool guy. We've got Diginia there, Air Jitsu Nia, another figure like NRG, Air Jitsu Lloyd, that has absolutely rose in value from the Air Jitsu Battleground. Anything cool? I think this is, what's this? The original Samurai X Nia. We have Crystallized Samurai X Nia, which I really like, actually. Anything else? We've got some Legacy. We've got Future Reflection Nia there with a slightly older looking face. We have Original Nia there. Here we've got Flashback Nia from Dragon's Rising. I do want to erase a ton of the prints here. I want to get rid of the hip printing and all of the detailing on the torso, so it's left with just that small little strap up there. I think that would look quite a lot more accurate than this torso. But yeah, I think it is still a pretty cool custom. Tournament of Sources Nia, a beautiful Nia figure, and this colouring is definitely my favourite for Nia. We've got Urban Nia, who's pretty boring. Avatar Nia, very boring. 10th Anniversary Nia, who's pretty cool. But yeah, here are all the Nia figs. I think the most outstanding figure here is definitely the AliExpress NRG Nia. But yeah, there are some really cool Nia figures. And finally, we have the Woo collection. Now, this collection does also come with a micro Woo, as with the other Ninja, but I don't have the micro Woo figure on me. It's somewhere in my collection, and to be honest, I could not be bothered looking for it before this video. I have this rebooted Woo, but when I got it, the torso was like this when I got it, and I don't know why, but I just didn't even think to contact the seller and tell them it's unacceptable. And that was about 5 years ago, so there's nothing I can really do about it now. But I do really need to buy a replacement for that torso. What's this? We've got Young Woo here with the beard printing erased. Dragon Master Woo. We have Young Woo with mid legs from the Asphera flashback, and then Young Woo with short legs from the other flashbacks. We have Crystallized Woo, this random book Woo. We've got a ton of little baby Woos there, if we get that one. Yeah, so I think this one is the official one, and then these two aren't supposed to represent Woo, but they are quite cool and do the job quite well. We've got Kid Woo from Hunted here, pretty cool. We've got, which one of these is the Legacy one? This is the Legacy one, and then the one on the right is the OG one. Two pretty similar looking figures. Well, of course, they're based off the same thing. We've got a flashback Woo, or Young Woo, whatever you want to call it. Woo with the fuzzy cape from Season 11. 10th Anniversary Woo from Ninjago City Gardens, of course. And then just, of course, a ton of random Woo figures from throughout the years. The only Ninja Woo figure, the Dragon Master one, with a ninja mask. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, the Woo collection is definitely one of my favourites. And, of course, this collection isn't complete. I don't have the Guardian Dragon, so I don't have the newest Woo figure. But as soon as I get that, like I said, probably for my birthday in August, I will finally have another completed Woo collection. So yeah, there was just a quick overview of all of my Ninja figures. If you would like to see this with all the other characters, all the side characters, all of the villains, every single figure you see here, if you would like to see all of them in the same format as this, then just let me know by leaving a bit of love on this video, like, comment, whatever, and if this video does well, or if enough people want in the comments, then I will make a part 2. But that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.